Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today I have a very exciting video for you guys. Through Content Boulevard, I was put into contact with the $1.99 Glam Boutique, and they have sent me some jewelry pieces to showcase to all of you guys. If you would like to hear my honest review on the quality of these products, then just stay tuned. The $1.99 Glam Boutique did send me some free pieces of jewelry, not as a sponsorship in any way, but for my sincere and honest review of their product. So that is exactly what I'm going to do for you guys today. I was sent 10 pieces of jewelry. I've got a bracelet, a ring, some earrings, and a necklace, all different varieties of the jewelry that they offer on their website, and I want to show that to you. I want to show you what it looks like on and then talk a little bit about what I think the quality of it is. First of all, let me just go ahead and say that everything on the $1.99 Glam Boutique is $1.99. Or less. That's the great thing about that website. There is a variety to choose from, and you will not pay more than $2 for any of it. But then, of course, you do have to add your shipping. Some of the items that I received today were just a value of $1, and some were a value of $1.99. So let's get right on in with the haul and show you what we got. First up on the list today is this gorgeous little ring. Can you guys see how pretty that is? This is called the Rhinestone Shield Ring on their website, and it does come in silver and gold. I chose silver because that's my favorite. The cool thing about this is that on the back, it is adjustable, if you guys can see that there. So it should fit a variety of different fingers and hand shapes and sizes. I have pretty large fingers myself, so if this fits me, then I know it's going to fit most of you ladies out there. But this is what it looks like on. Can you guys just see how beautiful that is? I do have that stretched out a little bit in the back so that it would fit and slide over my hand, but just a very gorgeous piece. The rhinestones on this, and I know it's hard to see in the video, but in person, they are reflecting the light beautifully. I can see shades of blue and green, and it's just a beautiful holographic reflection that is putting off. What I would say about the quality of this ring is exactly what I would expect from a $2 ring. It's not super thick, and it doesn't feel heavy or expensive in any way. It is very lightweight. It doesn't feel like a gumball machine. So if that's kind of what you have in your mind, it's definitely a better quality than that. But it's not something that I would consider to be like super high quality. But then again, it is just $2. So would I purchase this ring for $2? I absolutely would. It is just beautiful. Very pretty. Next up from the $1.99 Glam Boutique today is this beautiful bracelet. And let's see if we can figure out exactly what the title of that was in case you want to look for that on their website. That one is actually called the Disco Ball Spike Bracelet. And it only comes in one color, the gold. The little disco ball type thing on there, if you guys can see, looks like it's probably amethyst and gold. It is beautiful. The spikes feel like they're probably plastic. They're definitely not a metal, or at least they don't feel that way to me. It feels like also a plastic bead there. Very lightweight. Easily stretchable, if you guys can see that, and just super pretty. Look how shiny that is. That ball is very, very reflective on the light. Can you guys see how pretty that is? Very pretty. So if you guys are into this kind of thing and you like that funky jewelry, which my daughter and I absolutely do, this one here is actually only $1 on their website. So that is a great value. I definitely think this is worth $1 for sure, for sure. I have picked up things at the Dollar Tree for $1 that were way less quality than this. So definitely worth $1 on that one. The next item to show you guys is called the Teardrop Rhinestone Silver Earrings. These sell for $1.99, and just look how gorgeous that is. I'm afraid that the camera is just not picking up quite how sparkly these are. The teardrop itself is where the rhinestones are, and then it has the beautiful silver chains that are hanging down. All of these little earrings do come with the rubber backing just for added security. But isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. These are definitely worth the $1.99. As a matter of fact, if I were in Walmart or anywhere else, I would even pay more than $1.99 for these. They're very lightweight. Again, it is costume jewelry, so you're not going to find anything super heavy or it feel like, you know, a high quality object. But for the $1.99 price, absolutely a yes. The next item on their website, if you want to look for that, is called the Thread Wire Rhinestone Fashion Earrings. These here also sell for the $1.99 price. And I'm not sure, it just has the hard little thread wire there. And it's got 3 little jewels right on the top. Let's slip this in and see how that looks. Oh, very, very pretty. Very nice. This is the $1.99 price, but again, if I were shopping out and about, I would easily pay the $1.99 and would even pay more than that because these are really, really pretty. Definitely worth that purchase price for sure. The next one that I have to show you is the Rhinestone Teardrop Earrings. You can get this one in the gold with clear rhinestones, such as I'm showing you here, or you can also get it in the silver with the clear rhinestones. We chose gold on this one. Actually, this is one that my daughter fell in love with, so she wanted to get the gold. And this is so pretty that I'm probably going to have to go ahead and place another order and get another pair of these in the gold and probably the silver. They are so pretty. Let's see. These actually here are only selling for $1. These are only $1. So that's a really great price on that. Definitely, definitely worth $1. That would be worth the $1.99 if it were the $1.99 price. It doesn't feel, again, it doesn't feel like an elegant, high quality piece of jewelry, but you got to remember it is just costume and it absolutely is worth that purchase price. So very pretty. The first necklace that we got was the Party Ready choker necklace. This is what that one looks like. And I'm a little concerned about this one because I do have a few extra pounds on me, ladies, and most chokers don't fit me. So let's just see what happens with this one. Yeah, this choker here will not quite fit on me because my neck is just a little too big, but they do make extenders that you can get at like Walmart or anywhere that sells costume jewelry, but you can see up against my neck just how beautiful this is. This will easily fit my daughter, easily will fit her because it's just a tad bit too small for me. But if you are on the heavier side, then you would need to know that this necklace is not going to probably fit around your neck, but it is simply gorgeous. And this one goes for the $1.99. Next up is the Art Deco necklace. You guys see that? Very, very pretty, very shiny in person. I don't think that the camera is actually doing justice to how beautiful and shiny these are. This does have some rhinestones on the 3 larger pieces. And so pretty. This one also comes in gold or silver. Of course, I chose the silver. And this one retails for the $1.99. And let's see what this one looks like. Very, very pretty. Can you guys see that? So pretty. And again, it is very lightweight because it is costume jewelry, but beautiful and elegant at the same time. So, so pretty. Next, we got this beauty right here. Can you guys see this? By far my favorite one. This one is called the Regal Pearl Necklace, and it sells for the $1.99. And let's just slip this on and see what it looks like. Wow, can you guys see that? It hangs pretty low, and it is just simply gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love, love this one. This one would be pretty with any kind of formal wear that you have on. Very elegant looking. Definitely love that one. The next one that we got is called the Hoop and Rhinestone. And again, not sure how well the rhinestones are showing up there, but so very pretty. This one comes in a silver and a gold, and we actually got one of each. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this silver one first. You guys see how pretty that is? That is beautiful this time of year too. If you like to wear turtlenecks, how beautiful that would be. That would really stand out and shine. Again, the camera is just not doing justice to how shiny these are. They are so very beautiful. And I'm going to show you that one also in the gold. So if you're more of a gold lover than a silver lover, several of the pieces on their site do come in the gold or silver, and then some are just available in silver, but isn't that pretty? So it really just all depends on your skin tone and which color that you happen to like better if you're going to want to go with the gold or the silver. So very pretty. And so there you have it, all 10 of those pieces. Can you see how sparkly these pieces are? Oh my goodness, I really am in love. To give you my final assessment and what I think about the quality of this jewelry and as far as the pricing and all of that, I'm not exactly sure what the shipping is, so I cannot speak to the shipping. I don't know if that's reasonable or not because I haven't been back on there to check that, and I probably should have before this video. That's going to be at your own discretion because some people are willing to pay more for shipping than others are anyway. However, for the actual items themselves, as far as the quality for what you're paying for them, I definitely think that these pieces are worth the price. Some of them, like I said, are just $1. Some of them are $1.99. Nothing on the website is over $1.99, that's for sure. So definitely worth that price. It does feel a little, it's very lightweight, and you can obviously tell that it's costume jewelry. And probably the two that feel the lightest would have to be the one that I'm wearing in the gold, and then its partner here in the silver. These two, I wouldn't necessarily say they feel like play jewelry, but probably pretty close to that. However, the quality on them, the way that they're put together in the back, they're clasped together very nicely, and they seem like they're going to be very sturdy. Of course, I can't speak to whether or not they're going to turn because I haven't had them to be able to wear them long enough to tell you that, as far as reacting with sweat or anything like that. But as far as the quality, the clasps on the back, they all have the hinged clasp. And so far, on all of the necklaces that I have, they pull very nicely. They're not cheap. They're not getting stuck. They don't feel like they're going to break right off. You can see how many times I've just done that in a row right there. So the clasps are a very nice quality clasp, but they are very light. They almost feel hollow, if you will, but that's to be expected with any kind of costume jewelry. And if you're like me, The less expensive, the better, because then you can have more of it, right, ladies? One thing that I've learned over the years is that jewelry doesn't have to cost a lot to be pretty. So if you guys are looking for some beautiful pieces to spice up your wardrobe, I definitely would recommend the $1.99 Glam Boutique. Everything on there is $1.99 or less, and it is beautiful stuff, and it is great quality. Definitely worth the price that you're paying. Want to thank all of you so very much for taking time to watch. We will see you in the next video.